Look at these guys. They're twins. Week 3 of the McDonald's 5 on your sideline. I'm Sports Director Andy Baskin, joined by Mike Cairns, Nick Camino from WTAM, and Jack O'Briez, a longtime beat writer for the Sun newspapers. Could you please buy a jacket and join the rest of us next week?
Sure.
We'd like for you to do that. Let's start off with high school highlights now. Start things off at Sparky DiBiasio Stadium. Euclid hosting Canton Glen Oak. Euclid trailing big in the second half, trying to come back. Terrence Roscoe. Same fate as his father. Nice. His father played at Euclid. All-State, went to Louisville, came up with a sack right there. Fourth quarter, the Panthers cut the lead on Harrison Roberts' touchdown, but Glen Oak, too much. Watch this. Fine-looking 8-yard touchdown run by Justin Smith. Glen Oak wins 35-18.
Ask and you shall receive. Mark Johnson delivers the jacket.
Thank you.
Now have a jacket. Breeze, you had a chance to take in this game. We don't get a lot of chances to see Glen Oak. What was your impression of Glen Oak?
Euclid went up 3-0 in this game. It was close, and then a block punt and a fumble, and it turned into 2 touchdowns for Glen Oak. They go up 21-3 and went on from there. One quick thing, left tackle Alex Bondarenko had an outstanding game for Glen Oak.
They're the real deal?
They're the real deal.
All right, let's head out to Grafton. We go. Midview looking to pummel the Pioneers in a battle of the unbeatens, Elyria and Midview. First play of the game, folks. Cody Calloway into the left flat. Eric Lauer, nobody's out there. Coach stood in front of me, sorry, but that 80, you get the idea. 80 yards later, 7-0 Middies. Calloway wasn't done. 4 touchdowns on the night, ran for another. Here he connects with Zach Wilson. Midview is 3-0, 37-27 the final.
Now to Bedford Bearcat Stadium. Bedford hosting Benedictine. Bearcats strike first. Deion Carter finds DeAndre Norris, and he goes 55 yards to the house. That made it 6-0. The extra point was blocked. This game really a defensive battle. Benedictine forced 6 turnovers, including this Daniel Piacic interception. That led to Antonio Robinson punching it in from 2 yards out. Benedictine wins 14-12.
But Benedictine, that's their home field anyway, so it was like almost home field advantage.
Right.
All right, how about Hudson and Brecksville? Quarterback Tom Tupa, the 22-yard strike. Very pretty to Tyler Tarnowski. B's trying to sting. Tarnowski, big name out there. Brecksville, North Royalton, they're all over the place. How about the Explorers? A sophomore quarterback, say it for me. Say it for me. Mitch Guandani, right?
Yeah,
nice.
He's awesome.
Zach Brandy,
Sophomore.
unbelievable catch. Explorers are now 3-0, 38-21 on the win.
A lot of great games tonight. Game of the night here, Shoreman Country. Avon Lake taking on the Polar Bears of Massillon Jackson. Shoreman blew a 37-13 lead, needed this 23-yard field goal with under a minute to go by Alex Volshin to force overtime, tied at 40. First OT, Avon Lake strikes first. David Winkle to Joe Pappas, touchdown, 47-40, Shoreman. But Jackson down to the final play in the first overtime. 4th down, Langenfield to Elastis. Jackson would score in the second overtime and rally for the 54-47 win.
Wow. Nice camera work.
To Maple Heights, the Mustangs hosting Chardon. Look at the Lions from the Cleveland Muni League getting into it. Hilltoppers take a 28-12 lead on this 2-yard touchdown scamper by T.J. Beninati. The Mustangs answer as quarterback Caleb Coffey gets in 28-20 at that point, but Roger Davis and Chardon too much. He scores from 5 yards out. Hilltoppers win 35-20.
Willoughby South visiting West Geauga. Second quarter, Rebels up 20-0. Wolverines get on the board on the keeper by Connor Kraus. West G trails 20-7. Is this guy perhaps the best player in the state?
Awesome.
Kareem Hunt. Watch him find the end zone from 3 yards out. His second rushing touchdown in the quarter. 240 yards, 6 touchdowns. Willoughby South wins 41-6. Way to go, Kareem.
It is awesome. Cuyahoga Heights taking on Chanel. The skin's tough here. Quarterback Jordan Martin, Breeze. How old are we? Al Martin's
Al
kid?
Martin's son. You got it right.
Martin's guy. Touchdown. Cuyahoga Heights wins it 28-0.
Out to Lorain County, Brooklyn and the Polar Bears of Margaretta. Stephen Free, the 45-yard touchdown. Margaretta rolls 47-8.
Garfield Heights and Shaw tangling tonight. Cheerleaders having a good time, hanging out. Fourth quarter. Anton Barbie, where's he going? Up the middle for the touchdown. Shaw goes on to win 38-7. Mike.
Let's head out to Copley. Indians taking on Orville. First play of the game. John Kromalik drops back, going deep to who else? Aragus Turner, man. He is unbelievable. 63-yard touchdown strike. Copley up 7-0. Indians next possession. It is Turner again. This time he finds the end zone from the ground. 3-yard run. Indians win it 34-28.
North Ridgeville and North Olmsted, thanks to Kyle Goodwin from OhioSportsNet.tv. North Olmsted finds the end zone on this drive when Mikey Starkovic gets outside, and he's gone 42 yards for the touchdown. Right before halftime, North Olmsted looking to run out the clock, but they fumble. Bailey Gannon recovers it and returns it 81 yards for the touchdown. North Olmsted wins
36-20.
Welcome back to Portage County we go. Kent Roosevelt taking on Cuyahoga Falls. Kent at their own 24. Trayvon Chapman takes the snap, pumps to the right, and finds Zach Janis streaking across the middle. It's a race, but Janis gets to the end zone for the score, 7-0 Kent. Chapman this time from Cuyahoga Falls, 24-yard line, trying to make up for that loss last week. Breaks a couple of tackles, and he's going in for the score. Kent Roosevelt wins at 20-15.
Over to Summit County, Stowe hosting Akron Firestone. They play to a 7-7 tie in overtime. Firestone's Jerome Lane takes the handoff and can't find anything, so he goes right, reverses field here, and tries to stretch it out. Brought down at the 1-yard line. The very next play, he goes up the middle for the score. Firestone wins 13-7.
All right, this is week 3 of the McDonald's 5 on your sideline. We've reached the part of the show where we showcase your highlights. One of my favorite parts of the show.
Yeah, you guys are awesome again this week. Newsnet5.com's Jen Steer joins us with those highlights. And Jen, our viewers came through again for us this week.
As they always do, Mike. We got fantastic video from our viewers this week, so let's head straight to the action. First in Peninsula, where Woodbridge was taking on St. Vincent St. Mary's. Thanks to Portage Trail Central for these highlights. It was Irish all the time in this one. Second play of the game, Paris Campbell gets the handoff, gets through the secondary, and is gone. 83 yards for the touchdown. St. Vincent St. Mary wins 48-0. Now over to Lakewood. Thanks to Chris Cantor for these highlights. Hosting Norwalk. Check out this crushing block. Yikes. But Lakewood loses 38-10. And be sure to check out Newsnet5.com for all of your high school football coverage throughout this season. For Newsnet5.com, I'm Jen Steer.
Very much, Jen. Nice job. Brooklyn hosting Wycliffe tonight. Looked like a shootout. Hurricane Alley was rocking. Wycliffe quarterback. Oh, yeah, right here. Joe Veracci. The touchdown run, that was pretty. You like him, don't you, Breeze?
I think he got those moves from his sister.
From his sister. Nice guy. Watch this pass. Only Breeze would say something like that. Derek Martin, I got to tell you, he was impressive tonight. Had a 75-yard touchdown pass. That's a 61-yard strike to Nick Hernandez, but the air power wasn't enough. Wycliffe goes on to win 43-28. Thanks a lot, Breeze.
Kirtland hosting Orange. The Lions actually get on the board first. Their opening possession. Will Carter gets to the near sideline, comes right into your living room right here, and he's gone for the touchdown. Orange took a 7-0 lead. Hornets answer right back. Damon Washington gets it up into the secondary on this next play. Washington with 5 touchdowns on the night. Kirtland wins 45-21.
Westlake visiting Rocky River. This series started in 1919, and man, that looks good. Jeff Schultz, man, when you go out to River, he's the guy. He's the guy. He'll feed you.
Burgers.
Thanks to Kyle Goodwin of OhioSportsTV.net. Demons will find the end zone. Logan Paul gets to the outside, 3-yard run, 7-0 Westlake. Next possession, Paul again. 53 yards for the touchdown. Westlake is 3-0 to start the season, 29-13.
Bay visiting Fairview, thanks to Kyle Goodwin of OhioSports.net TV again. Bay finds the end zone when Jake Best hooks up with Steve Burns for the TD. Bay wins 20-13.
We got time for another one. Let's go out. Canton Central Catholic and Springfield. And thanks to Portage Trail Central, they have their own suite. Chad Baker to Shane Robinson for the 20-yard touchdown. Springfield up 7-0 over the Crusaders. And then Corey Stufflebeam. What a great name. To Josh Fuchs. Game tied at 7, but 19.7 seconds left to go in the first. Springfield would go on to win it 20-19.
All right, that's it for week 3 of the McDonald's 5 on your sidelines. We'll be taking up a collection to buy the Breeze a jacket next week.
Thank you.
We'll pass the, whatever, we'll pass it. Next week, we're on our new set. Nice job, Nick. We'll see you later, Mike.
Thanks, guys.
And next week, we'll do it again.